Their chest refused rest. You were the reason. Your name kept them up like a prayer too sacred to whisper. They begged for peace. Love said, not without them. The silence wasn't sleep, it was surrender. They remembered your smile, then wept. Your laugh came back to them like a visitation. You haunted their stillness with grace. Last night, they finally admitted it, it's you. They reached for sleep. Destiny reached for you. God interrupted their night with your memory. They were visited by the version of you they abandoned. Your voice echoed in places they tried to forget. Heaven doesn't let love sleep through its assignments. They wept for the version of them who lost you. Your presence filled their absence. Their chest burned with words they never said. They begged God for another chance, with your name trembling on their lips. You were the choice their soul made before their logic agreed. The dream broke them. You were still in it. They didn't want love. Until love looked like losing you. They are remembering every soft thing they left behind in you. Even the stars stayed quiet. Something holy was shifting. They held the pillow like it could rewind time. You were their peace, and now their ache. They remembered the night you said, I love you, and meant it. Last night was confession, wordless, tearful, sacred. They prayed in a language only your heart would understand. They looked at the ceiling like it might answer for them. You returned as a lesson wrapped in longing. Their chest holds every, I'm sorry they didn't say. Their soul picked you, before they even said your name. They saw your shadow and remembered your light. Sleep didn't come because their heart wasn't done choosing you. Their love didn't end. It went quiet. They dreamed of holding your hand and woke up with empty palms. They cried into silence, hoping it would bring you back. God let them feel the cost of losing you. They let you go. Last night, their heart asked for you back. You are the ache they buried and still bleed from. They surrendered last night, and your name was on the altar. You are the moment their pride will never recover from. Even their guilt sounds like your name. They didn't sleep. They mourned. Their spirit made a decision. This time they'll follow through. They are coming back different. They dreamed of you, forgiving them. Your absence is louder than any goodbye. They loved you wrong, but never stopped loving you. They saw your face. Then everything inside them broke and bloomed. If this touched your soul, don't scroll. Comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more. Last night, their silence admitted it. You are still everything. They remembered your softness and collapsed. You're the one their spirit still kneels for. They're tired of pretending it didn't matter. You were the only thing real. They heard your goodbye in every dream. They traced old messages like scripture. They know the cost now, and it's unbearable. Their chest aches where your name used to live. They don't want peace if it doesn't include you. You haunt their reflection. They chose you in silence. They dreamt of your forgiveness. They felt your absence in their bones. Every breath said, go find them. Their eyes watered when your name returned. You've always been the song under their silence. They remembered how you held space for their chaos. Last night, their soul rewrote the ending with you in it. You are the ache they buried in pride. They love you in ways they never confessed. They saw your smile and remembered joy. Their tears weren't regret. They were resurrection. You are the name their pillow remembers. They didn't lose you. They lost the version of themselves that deserved you. You are the unfinished prayer in their chest. They can't escape what still glows. They are finally listening to what silence screamed. You were never forgotten, just feared. They dreamed of your peace. Their soul pressed rewind. They didn't run. They froze. You are the part they're ready to fight for now. Their pride has blisters from avoiding your name. They know what they lost. Their bones ache for your presence. You still live in their heartbeat. They're praying for the chance to rebuild what they ruined. They saw you laughing. In the dream they didn't want to end. Your love changed them. Their apology is finally waking. You were the safest place they ever left. They're coming back, not as a visitor, but as a vow. Their chest whispered yes, finally. They are mourning the time they wasted running. You are still the softest truth they ever held. You are the only ache that felt like home. They miss who they were when they loved you well. Their chest made the choice. You are no longer just a memory. You are their miracle. They remembered the way you loved them, and it undid them. They finally felt everything they buried. Your name rose like sunlight through the dark. They touched your energy in a dream. You were their favorite mistake and greatest truth. They are ready to love you with clarity. Their soul is already halfway back to you. You were the peace they feared they didn't deserve. Their chest said your name before their lips did. They saw forever again, and it wore your eyes. Their tears were prayers. You are the chapter they refused to close. They want to come back with proof, not just promises. Your love was the prophecy they ignored. They are trembling with truth now. They hurt you. They know. The night collapsed on them with your name as the anchor. Their soul screamed your name in silence. They don't want another love story, just yours rewritten. They couldn't rest because your spirit won't let them give up. You were never forgotten, just feared, honored, hidden. They're walking back into your light, barefoot and honest. They felt you wake inside them again. Your face wouldn't leave their mind. You are the memory that became a mission. They're done running from the sacred. Their pulse still beats in your name. They saw your tears in their dream. They remembered your gentleness and shattered. You were the love they didn't think they'd be worthy of. You are the song they finally believe they can sing. They felt your forgiveness before it was spoken. You're not just a choice, you're a calling. They know what your love held. Their ego surrendered to the ache. They dreamed of your reunion like it was destiny. The bed was full of regrets. Their soul confessed before their lips ever will. You are the wound and the healing. They want to say everything they never did. They felt the weight of what if crushed them. Your name still feels like a promise. They were blind. Last night gave them sight. Your heartbeat echoed in their chest. They saw you again, this time with open eyes. They finally accepted you were never the problem. They're no longer confused. They're convicted. Your love survived their fear. They made the choice. You are it. If this stirred your soul, don't scroll. Comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more divine messages. Their spirit wrestled with silence last night. Your name refused to let them rest. They tossed and turned because their soul recognized its time. God whispered your name to them between midnight and mercy. They reached for a dream and saw your face instead. Sleep wouldn't take them because love has something to say. Their heart made a vow last night, and it ended with your name. You're the reason their chest wouldn't stop trembling. They remembered the sound of your voice, and everything changed. What they denied in daylight was undeniable by moonlight. Their pillow knows your name now. They begged for peace, but your love came louder. Their soul chose you before their mouth could admit it. They felt every part of your absence like a haunting. You've never left their heart. It just took one silent night to admit it. They woke up gasping for something only you ever gave them. Their denial cracked. Your name came rushing through. They touched their chest and whispered, "Why now?" It was always you. The dream came again. This time they didn't fight it. The night held them hostage until they surrendered to your memory. Their resistance melted at 3:17 a.m. You lit a candle in their darkness. Last night they finally saw it. Every vision they ran from returned with your eyes. Their past begged them to stay asleep. But your love said, "Wake up." They asked God why they couldn't move on. God showed them your soul. You never left their spirit. But last night, their body finally noticed. They cried in a language only destiny understands. They were convinced it was over until they couldn't breathe without seeing you. Their pride kept them cold, but your absence burned through. Every excuse shattered under the weight of your name. They didn't sleep because love knocked louder than logic. You're the ache they thought they buried, but love keeps digging you up. They reached for their phone, but heaven said, "Not yet, prepare." Their chest is heavy with everything they never said. They miss the sound of your soul. You haunted them sweetly, fiercely, like destiny asking for a second chance. The bed felt too big without your energy. They were done lying, to you, to God, to themselves. You've always been their home. Last night, they realized how lost they are. They remembered your prayers and felt unworthy of them. They made a decision last night. Their heart spoke first this time. You showed up in their dream, asking nothing, just glowing. They remembered your softness and wept for what they wasted. Their soul ran straight to your name. Even their tears remembered you. They held your photo like it was sacred. Everything they denied came back in waves. You were the tide. They begged heaven for another chance. This time they meant it. Your laugh echoed through their ribs. They chose to love you, even if it scares everything inside them. If this touched your soul, don't scroll, comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more. Their dreams have stopped lying. You are the ending. They swore they moved on. Their tears disagreed. You weren't a phase. You were the root. The love they ran from is now the only thing that feels real. Their soul's been craving what their mouth can't speak. They finally heard your silence, and it shook them. Your absence slept beside them. They want redemption, not replacement. Every breath hurt without your name beside it. They remembered the way you looked when you forgave them. God whispered your soul into their restlessness. You are their unfinished promise. They didn't just miss you, they mourned who they were with you. The weight on their chest was truth returning. They cried without understanding why. You were the reason. You never needed to prove you were the one. Last night proved it all. Their pride collapsed under the gravity of your memory. They whispered, "I'm sorry," into a room only angels heard. They watched the door, hoping your energy would return. You're the sentence they never finished. They held their chest and begged for clarity. Your name came back. They are preparing to walk back into your grace. They finally believe in the kind of love you offered. Your photo felt like a mirror. They aren't okay. Not without the part of them that knew you. You taught them how to feel. They just weren't ready to be human. God reminded them who you are. They remembered the little things and wept. Last night, love wrestled fear and won. They heard your voice in the silence. Every excuse is unraveling. Only your truth remains. They're not coming back the same. They realized you were the lesson and the blessing. They didn't sleep. They healed. Love is waking up inside them, and it has your name on it. They finally believe your love wasn't an illusion. Every heartbeat now echoes your name. They felt you praying for them. You were their safest thought. Their soul made peace with the truth. It's always been you. They saw you in someone else's eyes and broke. Their sleep is restless without the one they once held so gently. You were never just love. You were light. Last night was the end of their pretending. They're preparing an apology they'll cry through. They looked up at the ceiling and whispered, "Please let them still love me." You are their unfinished prayer. They said goodbye too soon. You are the place they want to return to, not escape from. They are ready to love you the way heaven wrote it. Your name has become a prayer in their chest. They dreamed of holding you again and woke up weeping. They feel empty where your energy used to live. You were right about everything. They want you, not a version, not a shadow. You. They remembered the first time they felt safe, and it was with you. They asked God if it's too late. Your absence was louder than any sound. They miss how your silence still held love. Their heart cracked in your shape. You left fingerprints on their destiny. They said they were fine. They lied. They know who they are without you, and they're afraid of it. They are breaking the patterns. You're the reason. They couldn't sleep, because they saw what life would be without your forgiveness. You're the only one whose absence still feels like a presence. Your laughter lives in their bloodstream. They miss the way your soul held theirs. Their heart made a vow they won't run again. They're preparing to speak what they should have screamed years ago. You didn't just visit their dream. You stayed. They were wrong about what they needed. You weren't a test. You were the answer. They almost moved on, until love reminded them you still breathe. They woke up missing your light more than their pride.